Connecting freedom through education. The Elizabeth Harvey first free black school building in the Northwest Territory. This modest brick schoolhouse in rural Harveysburg, Ohio, represents a remarkable story of educational access for African American children in the 1800s. Ursel Carter Willis's grandmother, Mattie Simpson Carter, attended this school. Childhood lessons about education made an indelible impact on the young girl, graduating valedictorian from Kingman High School, now part of the Clinton-Massey school system. Ursel received a Bachelor's of Science degree in business education from the Quaker-based Wilmington College. She became a member of AKA sorority and Delta Kappa Gamma. She received her master's degree from The Ohio State University and went on to become a college professor at Central State University for 30 years. Ursel credits her grandmother's education and valuing of learning as inspiration for her own academic pursuits and career.
My father had 4 brothers and 1 sister. I'm a part of that second generation. There were 12 of us in that one. And I was the first one to go to other than the high school. Kingman is the only one that went on to graduate school at that time, because you had to have a 4-year degree then in my area. Other places you did not have to have but a 2-year to teach, but I had to have a 4-year.
Elizabeth Harvey, a Quaker, instilled traditional values into the teachings at the school.
My grandparents were not Quakers, but it was the Quaker institution which instilled, I think, in them the idea that you need to require something extra, whatever it might be. It might be beyond the 8th grade, might be beyond the 9th grade, whatever.
Childhood conversations with her grandmother sparked an appreciation for doing more for others than what they expected of you.
I like to see people reciprocate. That means give them more than what they're giving you. And she always did say, now, I have a nickname, and I guess I might as well use it. Dude is my name. And she would say, dude, give people more than they're asking for. Give them something else for them to chew on. I would say that the greatest thing she gave me about this school was it gave her a sense of she knew something about some of the people who was here. And it gave her an opportunity to explore their ideas. Because if you look at the pictures that they have, there were several ages represented there. And so whatever had to be done, had to be done. And she said, this is the best kept secret in Ohio, this school.
Now, at the young age of 94, Ursel is proud to have been part of the legacy of the school.
I should have been involved earlier than I was, but I'm glad I can help it now.
And Ursel would like to see lessons from that school brought back into our current education system.
I feel our education of today is not fitting. We need to learn how to respect each other, and not only respect them, but give them the recognition they need. And give me the recognition while I'm living, not while I'm dead. Give me the recognition now. I have had many students in my lifetime. I taught a term called business communication. Every homecoming, there's a constant flow in and out of my house to come and see how I'm doing. And to me, that shows the respect they're showing to me. Not only to the school, but to me.
In 1831, Quaker abolitionists Dr. Jesse and Elizabeth Harvey built the one-room school specifically to educate the black youth excluded from white schools. Elizabeth believed that education was the way to freedom, so she convinced her husband to build the first school in Ohio for African American and Indian children, helping to modify the feeling of prejudice against these people. Lucy McCarran, treasurer and longtime supporter, explains.
She believed that education was the way to freedom. And it's true, it is for all people. It's a way to freedom because the more education you have, the more you understand what needs to be done to keep yourself free and to keep your neighborhood free, to keep your state free, to keep your country free. It takes people that are working together and understanding each other. And that comes through education.
For generations, this humble one-room brick schoolhouse was filled with the laughter and learning of non-white students determined to gain an education. The school closed in 1909 when schools in Massey Township were integrated. The building was sold and used as a private residence until 1976, and in 1977 was placed on the National Register of Historic Places. The building was restored to its original condition, thanks to the hard work and dedication of its trustees and local community, and is now the home of the Harveysburg Community Historical Society. Harveysburg resident and trustee, Leroy Sanders, continues his father's legacy of freedom through education.
Through my father, he was very active in the black school. He was on the council here in town too, so he was very busy. After he died, I got involved in the black school, got interested because a lot of history here. It makes me feel good that I live in a place where we had the first free black school in the area. And that's something to be proud of. I found out we got some soldiers that were involved in the black school that were here.
Orandatis Simon Bolivar Wall is one such soldier. He is the son of wealthy North Carolina plantation owner, Stephen Wall, who sent his mixed-race children to the Harveysburg School. S.B. Wall became the first African American to achieve the rank of captain in the U.S. Army during the Civil War. Leroy encourages others to learn more.
I'd like to see the school succeed, the significance. Well, they need to come and find out about our history, what we're about, and all that. It's a good teaching for blacks to come learn about the history of the area. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know the Underground Railroad went through here.
As a neighbor to the school, Kenneth Moore became interested in the mission and became a student ambassador.
When they had their festival back in 2016, 2017-ish, I kind of went over here and see what they were doing. They was having a history scavenger hunt, so that kind of got me a little interested. So we had to go around and answer all the questions and everything. Of course, I got that right because I beat everyone because I'm a history nerd kind of. And then they were having a meeting here, so I kind of just showed up, and then after that point, I just kept coming to all their meetings and everything, try to come up to their festivals and that they have every single year. Just wanted to learn more stuff so I could show more people what to learn.
Formerly enslaved people, lacking education, welcomed free northern schools to gain basic mathematics, literacy, and life skills to survive on their own. Elizabeth and her husband were Quakers who truly believed a person was not free until they were educated. So in 1831, they built the Elizabeth Harvey First Free Black School in Ohio. The Elizabeth Harvey Free Black School building is now a museum located in Harveysburg, Ohio. Plans are underway to construct an educational and cultural center next to the historic school building. This will allow the site to welcome more visitors and enhance its educational outreach. With your help, the school that opened doors to freedom through education can continue lighting the path forward. Together, we can ensure the legacy of the Harveysburg Free Black School continues for centuries to come.